Imagine a sun-drenched courtyard in ancient Thebes, the air thick with incense and whispers. Hatshepsut, barely 20, stands cloaked in royal finery, yet beneath the beads and jewelry hides a secret. She's not just a princess. She's about to rewrite history, claiming the throne as Pharaoh, a kingdom's unexpected king. But how does a woman in ancient Egypt's male-dominated world pull off the impossible? This story is about power, disguise, and the cost of ambition. Hatshepsut's rise isn't your typical fairy tale. It starts with an awkward throne room full of tension. Her father, Thutmose I, has died, and the crown is meant for a boy. But the royal nursery has a surprise, an infant king and a princess ready to challenge fate. Hatshepsut was expected to be a co-ruler's mother, not the ruler herself. When her father Thutmose I dies, the throne goes to the toddler stepson Thutmose II, while Hatshepsut, his stepmother, steps in as regent. But rather than fade, she maneuvers court politics and convinces the priests, and eventually Egypt, that she should be pharaoh. This wasn't an accident, it was a calculated power play. Imagine the royal court as a giant chessboard. Every priest, noble, and advisor is a piece that can either protect or threaten the king. Hatshepsut learned to move silently, replacing rivals with loyalists, securing religious backing by claiming divine birthright, and donning the traditional false beard and royal attire to checkmate those who doubted her. Power, she showed, was less about birth and more about strategy. By embracing the rituals and imagery of kingship, statues depicting her as a man, temple inscriptions praising her divine right, Hatshepsut didn't just rule Egypt, she reshaped what it meant to be pharaoh. Her reign sparked an unprecedented building boom, including her dazzling mortuary temple at Deir el-Bahri. Tradition bent under her rule, revealing how flexible history can be when someone's willing to rewrite it. To rule as pharaoh, Hatshepsut had to become something no woman before had dared. She transcended gender and tradition, literally sparking discomfort and awe. How do you convince a nation you're their king when you break every rule they know? Hatshepsut wasn't content ruling behind a veil. She appeared in public and temple reliefs wearing the false beard, traditional kilt, and Neem's headdress of pharaohs, blurring gender lines. This cross-dressing wasn't cosplay, it was a statement that she embodied kingship itself. It shocked and confused, but it also commanded authority, forcing Egypt to accept a woman as king. Religion was her stage. By declaring herself the divine daughter of Amun, the chief god, she framed her rule as ordained by the heavens. This myth-making was crucial. If the gods approved, no human challenge could stand. It's like backstage theater, lifting the curtain and revealing the power of stories in shaping reality. Hatshepsut mastered the art of image control centuries before PR existed. She commissioned grand statues, obelisks, and temples designed to project an unstoppable ruler. When her reign ended, her successor tried to erase her name, but the monuments spoke volumes. The lesson: controlling your narrative can outlast even your lifetime. After 2 decades as pharaoh, Hatshepsut's reign ends with mystery and erasure. Her story flickers between triumph and caution. What fate awaits a woman who breaks all rules, and why does history so often forget her? Hatshepsut's Egypt flourished, trade missions to Punt brought riches, and her monuments transformed the Nile Valley. The mortuary temple at Deir el-Bahri still stands, a testament to her vision and power. This was a golden age where a woman's rule wasn't just tolerated, it was celebrated through architecture and prosperity. But after her death, Thutmose III, her stepson and rival, began a quiet purge. Her name was chiseled off statues, her image defaced. This silent coup wasn't just political, it was cultural, an attempt to wipe away the memory of a woman king. Power shifted back into traditional hands, proving how fragile even the grandest legacy can be. Today, Hatshepsut fascinates us not just as a historical figure, but as a symbol, the ultimate story of female ambition crushed by patriarchal norms. Kara Cooney's biography digs deep into the artifacts and myths, urging us to rethink power through her story. It's a reminder that history isn't just past, it shapes what we dare to imagine now. Back in that dusty Theban courtyard, Hatshepsut's shadow stretches across centuries. She reminds us power isn't about fitting in, it's about challenging the status quo and crafting your own legend. So next time someone tells you can't, try her move, don the metaphorical beard, rewrite the narrative, and don't just wait for a seat at the table, build your own throne. Subscribe for more book summaries like this one.